It's great to be here today at this Southwest Regional Disabled People's User-Led Organisation event, where disabled people's user-led organisations from all over the Southwest are meeting to discuss how we can better work together and how we can work to win more sustainable funding for ourselves and one another.
DPLOs are special because they have that lived experience that I think a lot of us have talked about today. They are experts in, particularly in resilience.
The key thing really is the role of disabled people, not only as recipients of what we do, but also as the people that decide how our organisations are run. Because that means that what we do is what disabled people really want. It will therefore make the biggest difference to disabled people's lives, and therefore disabled people can play the biggest role in their own communities and in the economy more generally.
Anybody or organisation that comes over adversity has a special expertise which I always feel hasn't been tapped into enough. So that's for me is their uniqueness, is the road that they have travelled that has given them a great insights, experience and expertise that actually a lot of the wider voluntary community sector and other key decision makers in local areas could actually benefit from that input.
We're experts by experience, and that's a huge reservoir of experience and things like that, commissioners should be really tapping into.
They can help commissioners and public sector service providers to be much more effective because we can give them direct feedback from the people that use their services, so we can help to shape those services to make sure they get them right, to help them with their understanding about accessibility and involving service users actually in public service provision.
That's the best way forward for disabled people. My only concern is that it seems that the world is still a sort of a medical view, and they go for let's cure, let's help, let's support, and the funding go there and not to earn the duplos.
We've invested over £4 million in capacity building DPLOs across the whole country, and that's been a great energizer to galvanise DPLOs. So for me, the most important thing is capacity building for DPLOs to be able to communicate with decision makers and people who have power and funding. I think every region should have a collective, whether you want to call it a network, a forum, loosely it could be that you just meet more often to look at what is important, where are the key issues that you want to improve, and who do you talk to.
Yes, I think that's right. I think there's something about recognising, first of all, how big the Southwest is and the importance of having more localised meetings where more local DPLOs can get to them. And actually deal with the different issues we have in our different parts of the region.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things is we're also working in little pockets, and we often aren't quite aware of what's going on or who's doing what and how we could actually work together. So I think, definitely having a Southwest regional network would be incredibly helpful and useful.
So if everybody is affiliated and then they actually contact and disseminate the information, I think it will be more powerful. Also, the organization, which is the voice of all the Duplo, can campaign on our behalf and make it more understood, the issue that disabled people are best to act on behalf of other disabled people.
Advertise it and get more involved with services. Tell other people about the services. I think it'd be a great thing. Yeah, I think it'd be great if we get a lot of people using the service we've provided.
I think it's great to see so many people in the room very keen to see improvements in the support that disabled people receive across the region and our role as DUPLOs in delivering that.
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I had some really good conversations, not just about employment, about the wider issues of disabled people's participation, and that's exactly what I'm here to reflect and take back for people.
So we need to find a way how at DUPLO we can still win the argument.